In life, we all face the painful reality that the people we trust and love may abandon us. Relationships end, friends can let us down, and even those closest to us might turn away in times of hardship. We've all experienced the sting and betrayal of rejection, and sometimes it feels as though no matter how much we invest in others, they may not always stay. In the gospel, we see this problem when Jesus predicts Peter's denial. Despite Peter's earlier blood declaration of loyalty, Jesus warns him that before the rooster crows, he will deny knowing him 3 times. Peter, filled with confidence in his own devotion, can't admit to such things happening.
All of you will leave me, for the scriptures say, God will strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered. But after I am raised from the dead, I'll go to Galilee and meet you there.
But even if everyone leaves you, you know I won't leave you, right?
But I tell you this, Peter, you will deny me this very night 3 times. Sit here and watch me while I pray. My soul is crushed with grief to the point of death. Keep here and watch me. My Father, if it is possible, take this cup of suffering away. Yet I want your will to be done, not mine. Peter, you couldn't even stay awake for 1 hour? Keep watch and pray me so you don't give in to temptation. For the spirit is willing, but the body is weak. My Father, if this cup cannot be taken away, unless I drink it, your will be done.
Jesus likely felt a deep mix of sorrow, compassion, and understanding during Peter's denial. Sorrow because Peter was not only one of his closest disciples, but also someone who had confidently declared he would never abandon him, and even to this point of death. To see Peter crumble under pressure would have been a painful experience for Jesus, especially as it marked a moment of betrayal by someone he deeply loved. At the same time, compassion would have been central to Jesus' feeling. He knew Peter's denial came from fear and weakness. Jesus had already predicted Peter's failure, and he understood the human frailty that led to it. Jesus had warned Peter and even prayed for him, fully aware that Peter's denial would momentarily lapse, not a permanent failure. There was also a sense of understanding that this denial was part of God's larger plan of redemption. Through painful, it fulfilled Jesus' early prophecy, and Jesus knew Peter would eventually be restored. His understanding of God's will, even in the face of Peter's failure, likely gave Jesus a sense of peace in the midst of the sorrow. Ultimately, Jesus' unwavering love for Peter remained. He knew that after his resurrection, Peter would be forgiven and reinstated, and would go on to become a foundational leader in the church. While the denial was a moment of a deep emotional plan, it was not the end of the story for Peter of their relationship.
Tell me where he is now!
Please have mercy. You'll know which one to arrest when I greet him with a kiss. Please, please.
Rabbi!
Greetings, Rabbi.
My friend,
After Judas betrayed Jesus, Jesus felt a wave of betrayal and feelings and emotions. For Jesus, the emotions were likely very complicated. he would have felt a deep sadness because a friend that he had trusted had betrayed him. The loss of a friendship must have hurt very deeply. At the same time, he might have felt a kind of a quiet acceptance, knowing that the painful moment was just part of a bigger plan. Still, the pain of being betrayed by someone so close to him had to be really tough, especially after all that they had been through together. Even so, Jesus didn't let that pain stop him from forgiving Judas. In fact, his ability to forgive might have been even stronger than that moment, showing just how much he loved and understood Judas' situation. This moment really shows both Jesus' humanity and his amazing ability to raise above the hurt and show grace in the face of betrayal. Just like Jesus, we have to find a way to strive and move past these emotions and feelings that people may betray us with and become a lot stronger in him and also in ourselves.
Hey, aren't you one of those followers of Jesus?
I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't with Jesus.
Okay, I guess.
That's crazy. Did you see that new season of Fortnite?
Yep.
That's crazy. You're watching. Oh, shoot.
Wait, you're that guy. This fellow was with Jesus of Nazareth.
That's not me.
Man, my wife always got me doing stuff. First rocks, now sticks. Ooh, this is a good one right here. Excuse me, sir. No, thank you. Wait a minute. Aren't you with that guy? Jesus of Nazareth, right?
What guy? I don't know what you're talking about. I can promise you that.
Peter, I told you this would happen. But don't lose hope, for there is forgiveness in my Father.
Listen up. Why? Why, man? Why? Why did I have to do this to him?
Peter's denial, as recounted in the Gospels, reveals a deeply human struggle with fear, failure, and redemption. Peter, a devoted and passionate follower of Jesus, displayed courage and loyalty on many different occasions. Yet when he was confronted with the possibility of suffering or punishment, his fear overwhelmed him. His denial of Jesus 3 times during the trial reflects a moment of weakness, where self-preservation took precedence over his faith and allegiance. What makes Peter's story so relatable is its honesty about human imperfection. Peter wasn't a man of unshakable strength at all times. He faltered in the face of pressure, much like we do, when we confront our moments of fear, doubt, or the temptation to take an easier path. Despite his failure, Peter's ultimate legacy is not one of denial, but of redemption. He repented with a sincere heart, and Jesus forgave him, entrusting him with a great responsibility as a leader in the early church. Peter's story teaches us that moments of weakness do not define us. Like Peter, we may sometimes fall to live up to our values or stand firm in the face of challenges. Yet through humility, repentance, and faith, we can rise again and continue to grow. His story reminds us that God's grace is greater than our failures, and that even in our weakest moments, it can lead to our powerful transformations where we can learn from them.
In the midst of betrayal and desertion, Jesus showed us something powerful. While people can and will abandon us, God never will.
God never will.
God never will.
His love is unwavering. His presence never fails. Even when we feel forsaken by the world, we can trust that God is always with us. He is the constant of our lives, the one who stays when everyone else walks away. Jesus' betrayal and abandonment by his disciples serves as a reminder that no matter how alone we may feel in the suffering, God is always faithful and present, offering a love that will never leave us.
No matter how much we falter,
There's always a path to redemption.
Jesus' love is unending.
And his forgiveness is always available to us.
man, Why? Why? Come on.
Man, my wife always. Rabbi! Rabbi! Greetings, Rabbi.
My friend.
Oh, no! What have I done? Come on, bro.
Where are you going?
What you mean? Well, I tell all of you, you will all raised from the dead. I will go to Galilee and meet you there.
Wait, everyone.